They were once one of hip-hop's most respected couples. Remy Ma and Papoose, a duo admired not just for their music, but for how Papoose held her down during her prison sentence and stood by her side through everything. But now, everything has come crashing down and is playing out live on the internet where millions are watching as love turns into rage, trust into betrayal, and respect into public destruction. It all exploded when Remy Ma and Papoose took to Instagram Live and turned their private problems into a public war. Remy, with a coldness nobody expected, went for the jugular. She called Papoose broke. Not just broke, but the lowest earning man she's ever been with. For someone who had always spoken highly of him, it hit different. It didn't sound like anger. It sounded like she wanted to destroy what was left of his image. But Papoose wasn't going to take that sitting down. That same day, he filed for divorce. And if people thought he would walk away quietly, they were wrong. He let the world know he had been the silent pen behind her success. According to him, he wrote 90% of her music. That caught even Remy's most loyal fans off guard. People immediately started going back through her songs, listening again with a new ear, trying to figure out which bars were really his. If it's true, it could change how her entire catalog is seen. But right now, it's just her word against his. And both are throwing mud like they've forgotten who they used to be to each other. Then Clarissa Shields stepped in. Yes, the undefeated boxing champ. The same Clarissa who's been linked to Papoose ever since whispers started flying about their closeness. She'd mostly stayed quiet, but Remy's live must have pushed her too far. Clarissa went off. She started with a calm but firm tone, like someone who knows her truth and isn't afraid to share it. She said she was tired of the lies. She said she respects the truth too much to let people just run wild with false stories. And if Remy was triggered by a Breakfast Club interview, she should buckle up because she was about to tell it all. Clarissa made it clear, Papoose is not her manager. She's managed by Mark Taft Media. She's not one of those people who lets others mess with her money, and Pap has only helped her secure more bags, not take from them. She said she's been living her best life with Pap since mid-August of last year. That's almost a full year. And according to her, Pap was already separated from Remy before they ever got close. So all the finger pointing. She called it cap. Just fake stories made up to hurt someone. She also clapped back at the idea that she and Pap were broke. Clarissa said all her cars are 2022 or newer. Pap drives a Benz and he has his own place. She's got multiple houses. And she doesn't need to brag about it because the truth speaks louder than lies ever could. Her final message was direct. Stop the lies or it's gonna get worse. But that wasn't even the wildest part of this unfolding drama. That came when Papoose started talking about what really broke their marriage. He opened up about moments that sounded like they belonged in a movie, not real life. He said he had tried to be intimate with Remy, but something felt off. She slipped away and went to sleep in another room with another woman. At first, he just had a weird feeling, but over time, the signs became undeniable. One night, he came home and noticed his daughter was in their bedroom, alone. He thought, where's Remy? As he walked through their huge house, he said he caught Remy in another bedroom. The other woman was gone by then, like she just vanished. But the room told its own story. There was a plate with snacks, cashews, peanuts, raisins. It was the kind of setup you'd expect for a cozy night in, not a casual chat. His daughter was left alone in another room while whatever was going on happened just steps away. He said he asked Remy where the other woman was. She gave some strange excuse. He didn't believe it. Over time, things just kept getting weirder. According to Papoose, the reason Remy started acting out, growing colder toward him, was because he knew the truth. She was cheating, and not just with any man, but with a woman. And this is where things got even more complicated. He made it clear he doesn't judge people for their sexuality. That wasn't his issue. His problem was that Remy had always talked down on that lifestyle. She had said foul things about it. So to see her doing the same thing she once bashed hit him harder than anything. It wasn't just betrayal. It was hypocrisy. Then came the moment that changed everything. He said he came home one day and caught her again, this time with the other woman in their house, while their daughter was right there on the bed with them. He didn't get violent. He said he never would hit a woman. Instead, he told the other woman to get out. He felt disrespected in a way words couldn't capture, but what hurt more was what happened next. Remy denied it. She told him it wasn't. Said true. that his ears and eyes were deceiving him, that it didn't happen. Papoose said this was typical. According to him, Remy would say something, then deny she said it minutes later. He even mentioned that she'd been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. He said ever since he caught her, she never looked at him the same. The resentment grew. The marriage slowly fell apart. One lie, one fight, one secret at a time. Now the world is watching all of it go up in flames. Remy's fans are split. Some believe her, others are shocked by the claims. Papoose, once the silent hero of the relationship, is finally talking, and his side of the story is messy, painful, and raw. Clarissa, in the middle of training camp for her July 26th fight, is now caught up in a public storm that has nothing to do with boxing gloves or championship belts. Everyone has something to say. The internet is buzzing. Some people say Clarissa should have stayed out of it, that she should have let a married couple fight their own battle. Others say she did the right thing, defending herself before the lies stuck. After all, when you stay quiet, people fill in the silence with whatever stories they want. She just wasn't going to let that happen. What's clear is that the love story between Remy Ma and Papoose is over. But more than just a breakup, this is a collapse. Years of loyalty, family, and shared dreams torn apart in real time. Divorce papers are filed. Accusations are flying, and everybody has receipts, or at least they say they do. What happens next is anyone's guess. Maybe more truth will come out. Maybe someone will try to make peace, or maybe, like so many other stories in the spotlight, this will just fade into the background until the next drama takes its place. But one thing's for sure, this isn't just about music anymore. It's about secrets, lies, and the kind of betrayal that cuts deep. And when it's all said and done, the people watching won't just remember the songs. They'll remember the way it all ended. Loud, messy, and unforgettable.